Good evening, guys. I hope you're having a good night. Let's get started on some surface area of prisms. Okay, I'm hoping this note-taking at home will make some more time-efficient use in class where you guys are getting those questions answered, because you have a lot of questions as of lately, and I would really like to be able to go through them with you. Let's get started. We're looking at surface areas of prisms specifically. And your essential question is, how can you use a net to find the surface area? Again, a surface area is the sum of all the areas of the sides added up. All the areas of the sides, the outside of a three-dimensional. Surface area is three-dimensional. Two-dimensional is area, all added up. A net is as if we were to cut the sides and lay it flat on the ground. Two-dimensional, that's what we call a net. There's two bases for a prism and four potentially lateral faces, but there's two bases and everything else is lateral faces. Your formula, if you're not going to use the net, which is in the essential question, there's two ways to solve. Use the net, add them all up, or you can use the formula if you know how to do it properly. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started into the examples, and I'll show you the two different ways. The net requires no memorization, however, the formula does. Example 1. I kept the formula up there because, again, it requires some memorization if you're not wanting to use the net. But we're going to start off with net. I apologize, I got distracted for a moment, so let me come back to where we are and refresh. So this first example, there's two ways we can solve. We can use the net without any memorization, find the area of all of the faces, and then add them up, or we can use the formula. So I'm going to go through the two different ways right now. The net, I'm going to start with the base. The base shape is a rectangle. Off of the base, got the base done, we have two large rectangles, okay, and the base is a 2 times 3, which is 6. These long rectangles right here are 3 times 4, which are 12s, okay, and then we have these two smaller ones right here, two smaller ones. I'm talking about this side right here and this back side right here, and those are also a 2 times 4. You might be thinking, where is she getting this 4? I'm grabbing this 4 from the label right here. It says 4, so this also has to be 4. And 2 is the base, so 2 times 4 is 8. So this is an 8, and this is an 8. And I cannot forget my top, which is also a 6. My two parallel sides that are the same are 6, and everything else are called your lateral faces. So my lateral faces spin around my base, and my top base is there on top of the lateral face. So we add them all up, and we get the surface area, and we label it as S. So S equals 12 plus 12 plus 8 plus 8 plus 6. 12 plus 12 is 24. 8 plus 8 is 16. Oh, I forgot one more 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Okay, 12 plus 24 is 32. I'm jumping around, make my addition easier. 32 plus 16 is 8. 48 feet. And we have to use that square sign for surface area. Done. The second way we could have solved this is by memorizing that surface area equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the height plus 2 times the width times the height. Then we just need to be able to label our picture in order to write our formula. Height is 4. And it doesn't matter which one you make length and width. It's okay. I know we get stuck on which one it's going to be. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to make 3 the length and 2 the width. It doesn't matter. Now we're going to do that word substitution. We're going to plug these in for each. So 2 times length I said was 3. Width I said was 2. Plus 2 times the length 3 times the height 4 plus 2 times the width, 2 times 2 times the height, 4. All of these are coming from the fact that we have 2 of every side. 2 times 2 times 2, see? 2 of every side. This is where the formula comes from. And so 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Okay. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Isn't that interesting? I get the same thing right here and right here. So, memorization is this one, but quick and easy, straight to the point, don't have to draw the net. And the net, easy, don't have to do any memorization, just have to know how to add and multiply. So, again, they both have the same area, the choice is yours. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at example 2. Let's go by drawing the net. The bottom, the base, is a large 8 by 8. 8 times 8 is 64. The lateral faces, the outside faces, I have that front one right here in the picture, which is 5 by 8. And 5 times 8 is 40. And then we have another lateral face that's also going to be 40. Okay. And then let me go to that 8 times 5, because this is the height of 5 right here. And 8 times 5 again is 40. And then the opposite side of it is also going to be 40. I have one base. I need the last base, which is 64. This is our net. Now we're just going to go through and add them all together. So S equals, for surface area, 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40 plus 64 plus 64. 2 sides that are the same, 2 other sides that are the same, and the 2 bases that are the same. Makes sense so far? All right. 40 plus 40 is 80. 40 plus 40 is 80. 64 plus 64 ends with an 8. 128. 80 plus 80 is 160. 8, 288 meters squared. Again, we can use the formula as well, just have to memorize it. That S equals 2 length times width plus 2 length times height plus 2 width times height. And when you use the formula, you will end up getting the same point right here. Okay, 80 plus 80 plus 120. You can use 5 for the height. You can use 8 for the length, or 8 for the width, and 8 for the length, or 8 for the width. It doesn't matter. But you can use the formula. It's your choice. Now, we do have one other type of prism. Well, there's more types of prisms than just this, but we are going to be studying, this one's a triangular prism, okay? Not a perfect rectangular prism, this is a triangular prism. So let's go ahead and start with the bases for our net, and this one is a triangle. Oh, I flipped it. My 90 degrees on this side. Alright, our base shape right here is a triangle. Off of this side of our triangle, we have a rectangle. Drawing my net. Okay, off of this side, we have a rectangle. Off of this side, we have a rectangle. That one actually might be a square. And then we have one more triangle right here, or you could have put it on that side. So let's find the area of the triangles. Base times height divided by 2. So 5 times 12. 60 divided by 2, because it's a triangle, so 30. 30. Now let's go ahead and do this front-facing rectangle that I drew right here, and that's 13 times 3, and that is 39. Okay, so this one is also going to be not 13 times 3. These ones are not the same. This back one right here, has a length of 12 and the height of 3. So I'm talking about this one right here. Length of 12, height of 3. 12 times 3 is 36. There we go. And now let's go ahead and get our little one right here. Okay. Length of 5. Height, still the same thickness over here. 3. 3 times 5, sorry, this is 15. Now we add them all up. S equals 30 plus 30 plus 36 plus 39 plus 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got all of the sides. 30 plus 30 is 60. 60 plus 15 is 75. Ooh, 36 plus 39. 75. 75 plus 75 is 125 meters squared. All right, this one has 5 faces. 5 faces, not 6. So we cannot use the formula for these triangular prisms. Okay, we have to go by surface area from the net. Okay, you have to draw the net. You have to do this. Sorry, I don't know why my video stopped. I will let you guys catch up. Okay, I drew the net because we cannot use the formula for this one. We cannot use the formula, okay, because it has 5 sides and the formula is designed for a 6-sided shape. So we have to use the net and we have to add them all up. Okay, so now I'm going to do 20 plus 6 plus 6 plus 12 plus 16. These are the only 2 sides that are the same, so no formula. Okay, 20 plus 12 plus 12 is 24 plus 16. Okay, 20 plus 16 is going to be 40. 40 plus 20 is 60 centimeters squared. And we found the surface area. All right, go ahead and go on to these on your own problems. When you're ready to check your answers, feel free. And remember, you need to decide if you're going to use the net or the formula. The net always works. The formula doesn't work for triangular prisms, okay? And it does require memorization, and it's up to you. All right, here's what you should have gotten. Go ahead and answer that essential question. Your checkpoint is ready. Hope you guys are having a good night. Later.